down. Going down. Aye. Pull up, pull up, pull up. We live. Let's talk some Texans. Some Texans. Let me put this on Twitter real quick. Let's get the party going. Let's talk Texans and upcoming signings, man. A lot of people are hyped up about some things. I honestly don't know, but guess we can get into it. Where's my thumbnail? There it goes. Cool. There we go. Alright. Welcome. What's up, Will Lock? Welcome to the stream, bruh. Hope everything is well on your end. Oh shit, still got 8 minutes to go on this one. Hey, and look, I will show you guys that this is all pro that this shit is happening on. I'm not ready for all Madden, but at least in all pro, I'm kicking people's ass. Y'all hit the like button, hit the share button. Even if you a hater, at least share the things you love to click and watch. Ooh. Crazy ass Monday, man, I'll tell you that much. Honestly, I had totally forgot I owe you guys a video today, so I said, nope. Let's get right on the live stream and start talking. I think Saw Sports said they're gonna be on at 6, so I will let you guys go before that, so you guys can take a peek at that. Yeah, he told me that too. Honestly, well, he told me that yesterday, and so I reached out to my guy yesterday, and in a Discord I had let people know that the Texans were gonna sign a left tackle today, which, as you guys saw, did happen. Former Steelers drafted. He really hasn't been in the league much, but I think as a left tackle, he definitely is a better option than Clark. But I don't know, man. I don't like, people say a major signing is coming. It just really depends on how people define major. Like, how do you define major? Like, let's be honest. Like, when I asked my guy yesterday, you got any major signings? His question to me was like, what do you consider major, with a laughing emoji? Which, what that tells me is, people might say it's a major, but it's probably not as major as people want to make it seem. So I actually haven't reached out again. I haven't actually talked to my connects for almost 2 months now, to be honest. I've actually had stopped trying to even get info on the team. I didn't think anything was crazy happening. I think the last thing I asked him about was just the Deshaun Watson contract, which has been confirmed many times to me. There are nowhere close to getting that signed, so I'll be surprised if it is Deshaun Watson's contract, but everything seems to point that basically they try negotiating this year. The agent knows what Deshaun Watson wants, and it has not actually got to that point. So I don't know if they'll continue to negotiate during the season, but it just seems like everything is kind of being put to the back burner and will get picked up later this off season. So it definitely is. If it is a 3-year contract, it's definitely going to hurt the team. You got to start thinking about this cap, and what really, people are saying is it's almost pretty much inked in, the $175 million cap next year. Like, that affects a lot of teams. Could be a lot of cuts out there. Could be potential pickups. We got a couple of players on our end that we need to sign. There's a lot of things going on with the Texans. But as far as signings, like, everybody that the Texans are going to bring in from here on is going to be about depth. Like, the 3 positions that they named early on this offseason was, they wanted to bring an offensive lineman, which they just did today. They wanted to bring in an extra safety and an extra defensive lineman. So I guess if you could consider a defensive lineman a major move, like, I don't think it'll be anybody like what a lot of people have been hyping up about, which is the guy that got released from Minnesota. I don't foresee that happening. Everson Griffin. It would have to be like a miracle for that one to happen, because like, is the dude really gonna take that low of a cut? Like, I don't see them paying that amount of money. The only other guy that I really have seen like the Texans like could really use and wouldn't be man, that's some bullshit. That is some bullshit right there, bro. Fumble and he gonna pick it up. That's a lie. Jabal Shear, like I've talked about him on my channel. Fortunately, the sound on that video wasn't too great, but I thought about a guy who can really give you experience, can really be a veteran. We talk, oh shit, we just blocked it. Hey, fat boy, get back, get to it, let's go. Hey. Someone can give them experience, someone that's been around the Colt organization, someone who can play on the left or right side, even in the middle if they need him. So it really gives you depth. I don't think he's gonna demand a big contract and pay him $2, $3, $4 million. Possibly even, depending on if people are even reaching out to him, could probably get him on a minimum. So, I don't know what people consider as a major move. And then the safety group, to be honest with you guys, I have not had a chance to really look at the safety free agents that are out there. Early on, a lot of people talked about Tony Jefferson, people like that, but I don't know, man. I mean, at one point, I thought there was a possibility that they could bring back in Jaleel Adai, but the moment that I reached out to my Connect and confirmed that, they were like, no, they're pretty much done with Jaleel. So that just they feel like they're better off without him at this point. And it's probably also related to the contract, right? Like, would Jaleel take a minimum? Here's the thing that people don't understand. Like, when players take a minimum, it's really hard to come back from taking a minimum, right? Like, you got to really ball out that season in order for another team to say, all right, you really shined this past season. You were on a minimum. Now we're going to pay you, let's say, market value or whatever the case may be, right? So, yeah. Man, what the hell? Am I like cursed, bro? Like, anytime I stream, I just don't do well on Madden? The hell? Let's go. 4th and 9. We better get this. Get it. Oh, one-handed, baby. One-handed. Let's go. What up, footballer? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, man, I just, that's really what I think. Like, unless it's like a major contract coming, I know the other guy that they've been trying to sign for a while has been Zach Cunningham. So maybe it's the Zach Cunningham contract coming down. I probably will confirm tonight what major signing could potentially be happening. Because as far as players being brought in, like, I don't think that's the case, bro. Like, I don't know, like, who's really out there that you can afford? Because here's the other thing, right? As a team, you can't just think about this year's cap. You got to think about next year's cap. And yes, the Texans have gotten a little happy with these one-year deals, but I don't know, man. I mean, the team is obviously on a all-in or bust type of mode. But here's the thing. I was talking to somebody earlier today, and I was telling them about, the fact that right now, how many teams are really valuing draft picks with no college football potentially happening? Like, how many teams are looking at it and say, oh, we can definitely draft this guy based on last year's college tape? Like, we know how much of a difference year to year it is for every player. Some players, they get worse year to year. Some players, they get better. And you need that tape. I mean, you're not just only talking about people going into a senior year. Like, I could see you being comfortable with drafting a guy who's going into his senior year because they've already put 3 years of tape in. But let's talk about guys that are going into their junior year from their sophomore year. Like, are you really going to trust 2 years of tape? Like, is that going to be enough to pick a guy in the first round that could potentially be a second or third rounder, things of that nature? So we are definitely living in interesting times in the NFL where, like, if there's one thing that O'Brien probably got right is that this year was going to be a veteran year, yes. But damn. But like in this offseason, we'll see how much of that veteran thing will carry on. Because not only do you have to deal with cap coming down the pipeline, but you got contracts, you got college tape that you got to look at. Especially for us, I mean, we only have a third round pick, so I don't know. Are the Texans really relying on next year's draft to really plug in some holes on this team? I don't think so. I think they're probably going to rely on free agency, but then you look at the cap, right? So it's really basically keeping teams in a bind. Like, what do you do? Do you take the route of free agency? Do you take the route of drafting? Because you can get it wrong on both ends, right? Like, it's like the reward and the risk is like really out there, bro. And so I think as much as interesting as it going to be this year, I think next year is even going to be more interesting with the draft picks, with all this really going on. And today, I was trying to sell my Texans Chiefs ticket, and I could not put it for sale. So I'm either gonna have to sell this like to somebody who I know is gonna go, who needs a ticket, because as of now I couldn't do it on Ticketmaster. So I'm either stuck going to the game, which we still don't know. I think some teams have already came out and said what the requirements will be for the season, stadium-wise. Who was it? I can't remember what team came out and said they were only going to have, like, the first two games of the season, they were not going to have fans in there. I can't recall who that was. But, yeah, I mean, some teams are already saying, like, we're going to wait until we get fans. Some people are relying on the state to make that happen. I don't think the Texans have came out and said anything about theirs. As of now, the state, I think, says 100. It was like 100 for 100 people per organization, but for stadiums, I would have to double check and see what it is. But yeah, man, I mean, interesting times that we're living in. Just got to see what we do, man. But I'm not too sure if the Texans do bring in a defensive line and a extra safety this week. Just keep an eye on the people that they bring into the to the building. Now, one thing I can tell you guys for sure, and I can confirm to you guys, the Brandon Marshall is not going to happen. The linebacker that they brought in previous, I think, with the Broncos, he is not going to be here because his MRI, it was not great. And so he's upset that the Texans, according to him, wasted his time. And, well, the Texans, I'm sure, are upset they have to waste medical stuff on a guy who was really not ready to go. So, yeah, that will not happen. I think at one point a lot of us reported that it's a high possibility that Brandon Marshall would be here. I want to say that even last year they considered Brandon Marshall at one point. So, I'm not too sure if it was prior to his injury or not, but yeah, that option has gone out the window. So, yeah, it's interesting that they're looking for a linebacker. Now, remember, they mentioned 5 positions when they came out and said we want to add 5 positions to this team from these, free agents. They only named 3 positions. So if they looked at Brandon Marshall, that was a linebacker position. So they're technically revealing to you that they also are looking at bringing in a linebacker. Oh, let me take somebody. Okay. And so that's already 4. So the 5th, if I would speculate on the 5th position group that they would bring in, they could very well double down. They could very well. That was McClain saying who they thought they should bring in. I don't think he said they thought. I think he said this is who that he felt they would bring in. And technically, he hasn't been wrong. They already brought in an offensive lineman, and that was the first thing that he named. So I wouldn't say that he was just saying that just to say it. I think he was basically telling you this is what they're aiming to go and get. Now, have seen the Texans say some shit before, and and not really fully commit to it. Like prior to the draft, they were big on supposedly getting a safety in the draft, and instead we had Charlie Heck. What the heck, right? Like what the look, don't even bring me to that area in that day, because it really pissed me off that you had some very good safeties there that you could have had, and you decided, nah, next. Yeah, interior line and the D line, I think it was. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So those three positions, plus if you really think about the fact that they were willing to bring in Brandon Marshall to have him take a physical, that means that they're also looking at the linebacker position, which is good, because if this team is going to use linebackers to blitz, you're going to need linebackers. You also lost Markevius Mingo, who obviously he didn't take linebacker snaps, but he was used not only as a linebacker, but he could not only help in the linebacker position if something went down, but he was helping on special teams. So it just all depends on that. Which actually brings me to this point about them and special teams. Man, they're going to have a new returner by the end of this training camp and this offseason. Like, they are going to have a new returner. I don't think DeAndre Carter is going to be the return man, and I don't really know what happens with them and where he falls with that, because if you don't have DeAndre Carter as your return man, like, how much do you value him being that guy that gave you sparks at times whenever your offense looked like gun shy, like, you know? So, you know, you got the guy from Georgia that you brought in. You got Coulter, who you drafted. So you got options there, and if those two can look better than DeAndre Carter, well, DeAndre Carter is in trouble. I really, really doubt that they love that guy fumbling. Like, the fact that you can't even know what to expect from him whenever he's punt returning is not the greatest sign at all. So hey, what up, BBC? Hey, BBC is in the building, guys. You guys let him know what's up. He's a Hall of Famer, bro. Honestly, when BBC got cut from the Houston Texans, I was highly upset, but don't let anyone know that. Alright, bet. Y'all hit the like button, share the stream. Oh shit, I'm not even paying attention to this play. Totally didn't pay attention to that play at all. But yeah, man, who do you guys think that the Houston Texans will bring in? And please don't say Everson Griffin. Then let's be realistic with the cap space that the Texans have, with the cap space that the league is going to set on teams next year, and the contracts that are set to have expiration and have to redo. Here's the other thing I think a lot of people are not talking about: J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt not having guaranteed money. How many years is he going to continue to go on that way? If the dude gets another injury and he has non-guaranteed money, like, yeah, the dude has commercials. Yeah, the dude has a wife that plays in the MLS. But let's be honest, bro. You going to tell me that this guy's not going to miss money that he could have earned if he would have just stayed healthy? Like, he's going to want that. What up, Sam? What up? Mr. Y'all love Rotug 17-inch, don't y'all? Yo, what it do? Bro, that's a long name, and just like you told me on the last stream, I'm not going to ask, but just know I'm laughing. Let's get it. Hey, who's that? That was Duke? Ooh. Y'all can't have Duke doing that to y'all out there, man. Don't let him do that to y'all. So yeah, bro. Who do you guys think the Texans bring in? Let's be realistic. Think about the cap. Think about the contracts that gotta be put in place. Hey, come on now. I don't know, man. It's Patrick Stone said something big is in the works. Has Aaron Wilson said anything? Okay, so like I said, I don't know, you guys were not in here earlier, but basically what I said is, I reached out to my Connect yesterday and I said, anything major coming down, any major signing. This is what his reply to me was. Depends on what you consider a major signing, my guy, with a laughing emoji. So I don't think it might be a signing. It might be a contract. Maybe that's what they're talking about. Because, you know, from me basically letting people know in certain chats that left tackle was going to get signed today, He didn't. I mean, why would he tell me about the left tackle and not somebody else, right? That was gonna get signed. Like, I don't know, man. So maybe I'll reach out tonight and just double check, and if anything, I'll put something on my Twitter if it's something that will be, you know, coming down the pipeline. But the only two things I could think of, which I don't actually think it's going to happen, is Deshaun Watson contract. Patrick Stone was hinting Clowney. That would be crazy, bro. The thing about Clowney, though, God, that would be crazy. Look, I don't even want to look past the fact that I don't know about it, because when you guys mention Clowney, I like, all I can think about is the fact that, damn, this fucking line would be fucking crazy, bro. But that guy has been holding out for a reason, right? Like, the last thing we heard about Clowney was him, you know, basically with his homeboy in the Jets who had just been traded, say, hey, come get me, guys. Come offer me some money. And Isaiah Coulter. I mean, I don't give a damn about no Isaiah Coulter, bro. Yeah, if you guys don't know by now, I don't give a damn about that dude. But what makes you guys think it was hinting Clowney? Like, honestly, I don't really follow the guy, so yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to hold out for a one-year deal with the team. Yeah. And here's the thing, though. Like, as much as people say, oh, Clowney leaving wasn't a stained relationship with O'Brien, as much as people like to blame it on Brian Gain or Chris Olsen or whatever the case may be, I don't know, man. At one point, I thought it was a real realistic thing to happen. Especially after that Tim Jernigan signing didn't follow through. I was hearing a couple of things, but then it was kind of just shut down. Like, and anyways, but if it was to happen, it was because it's just they were able to convince him that it was a one-year deal and they weren't going to pay him that amount of money. And if he wanted to be with a successful team, then he was going to come back. Now, if that signing was to happen, you know, major people are going to go crazy, talking about he fucking, you know, did the Seahawks wrong, and the Seahawks already look bad because of the amount of picks that they gave to go get Jamal Adams. But man, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing that affected Clowney the most about, and the reason why he's not on the team right now. The dude had a hernia, man. The dude had a hernia. And as much as he tried to play through it, I think it only made it worse for him. And so, man, coming off an injury, like, teams are going to look at you like you want top dollar, but you weren't even able to stay healthy. And yes, the guy is a healthy player. He doesn't miss as much as people portray that he does. But come on now. I heard OB wanted to ship out Clowney so we could match Honey Badger's contract. I have not heard that. Down real quick on Instagram. Nah, Clowney shut the Jets down real quick. Oh, what'd he say on it? All I saw was just the video, and that was all. So was he playing around or what? That's funny, bro. I mean, the only reason I thought he was gonna want to go to the Jets is so that he could basically get that top dollar contract. Here's the other thing about the Jets, man. Did you guys see? Oh boy. Opted out, their middle linebacker. You know how I had reported that before draft night, the Jets were shopping Jamal Adams, and besides some of the picks, the Texans wanted to give Bernardrick McKinney, and people were telling me how stupid and crazy I was for that because they were full of middle linebackers. And I said on my video and my point that the reason for that was because how many injuries that middle linebacker group had taken. And now this year, the guy decides to opt out. Their elite middle linebacker that they paid so much money for. Like, that's fucking crazy, bro. Like, if the shit had gone down prior, it's a high possibility that we're sitting with fucking Jamal Adams on the roster, bro. Like, the shit is crazy. Now, if you tell me, do you want Jamal Adams now with everything going on with the cap? No, because we're going to have to sacrifice somewhere else to pay these people. So, yeah. Who's asking 9 and 10 million? Clowney? No, I don't know about if he's asking 9 and 10 because I think people have offered a lot more than that. Now, I do know that Clowney doesn't want to play for a scrub team. I'll tell you that much because We know the Browns have offered, and oh, come on, pick that off, Jaleel. 8 teams opted out from the Patriots. Some smell fishy. I'm trying to think of the benefits that can happen when people opt out. I mean, you still got to pay them somewhat. Some of those people got guaranteed money, so you still got to pay them. But you can spread the payment through 2023. So I guess that kind of helps your cap. If you spread that contract, in those 3 years of repayment, especially for a team like the Rams, because they don't pay nobody. I mean, players that have left are over there asking for their money. So, I mean, yeah. But here's the thing, though. Just because 8 people opted out, though, it doesn't mean squat to me, bro. Because some of those players are fucking old. Like, some of those players are fucking old. Like, I think the only guy that really, really, truly hurts them is Hightower. But even Hightower lately has been looking a little slow. Like, we made Hightower look like shit. We made Van Noy look like shit. Van Noy's not no longer there. But I'm saying, like, they're getting a little bit older. So, if anything, it helps them really look at what they have in depth, what they need to do in the future years. But my thing is with the signing of Cam Newton, like, Cam Newton has had way less talent than that team has right now and has taken a team to the Super Bowl. Like, so as long as you have a good quarterback and as long as you have Bill Belichick and what's-his-face coordinating the offense, they still always have potential. I never ever scratched them out, like, ever. And now they signed Lamar Miller. I know you guys saw that. They signed Lamar Miller, so I would hate for Lamar Miller to go off on us like he went off on us when he was with the Dolphins. He's like, I think we talked Clowney camp. That's why Patrick Storm put out the hinting tweet. I think we talked with Clowney's camp. That's why Patrick Storm put out the hinting tweet. Interesting. Interesting. All right, fuck it. Let me confirm now. Because you guys have me fucking... We're talking Clowney here. All right, I just sent the message, guys. I will have confirmation soon. We will have updates. Dun. Are you guys scared? What would you guys do if they replied saying yes, they're close to finalizing a deal with Clowney? Should I tweet it immediately? That's funny. I said it didn't seem like he was hinting at Clowney, but maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, whatever. If Cam does bad, they're thinking about Trevor Lawrence. Hey, man, if they get Trevor Lawrence, god damn, bro. You know those fucking teams that, like, will lose crazy quarterbacks, but then will gain one? Like, it's crazy to me, bro, that one team can lose a major quarterback that was so good, and then they go and end up drafting one just to replace him. Like, the luck in those organizations. As to us, bro, what, you can point to 3 years that Matt Schaub gave you that were good, a couple of games that Case gave you that were good, and now Deshaun Watson. Like, and we've had opportunities to draft quarterbacks. Like, we've been in the top 10 for drafting quarterbacks before in the draft, but yet we haven't done it. So, like, we've had opportunities. It's just, we're just not that type of organization. That's why I'm saying, like, you got to get the Deshaun Watson contract done. Got to give him whatever the hell he wants, and whatever, dog. Uh-oh. Let's see. They're typing. Let's go. All right, let me go see this tweet you guys are talking about, because I want to interpret it for myself. Yeah, I mean, he had told me yesterday about it, but I don't know. Like I said, depends what you consider major. My 1-year-old. Brandon Marshall thing's not happening, bro. Why are people still keeping that alive? Yeah, I don't see the tweet you guys are talking about. Where is it? Don't see it. Do not see it. Was it today? Who's typing my source, bro? What you mean? Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, who else do you guys think it's a potential for the Texans to sign? Let's get it. Boom. Let's go, boy. Imagine you would have drafted this guy, bro. Just saying. Get a Higgins instead of a banged up, contussed Brandon Cooks. Not yet, Preston. Not yet. Go down to where he said, not yet, Preston. Not yet. He said it on Saturday. Oh, bro, I'm not. I know you guys want me to go look at it, but honestly, I'm so lazy to go down and fucking all the way to Saturday for somebody's tweets. No. Oh, I saw that. Never mind. I did see that. Nah, I don't know, bro. I mean, it would have happened already, I think. Think about all the guys that Aaron Wilson reported had came into the building. Like, that's the other thing, right? Like, you gotta. How under the radar would it have to be to bring in Clowney and nobody reported that the dude was in the building getting tested? Like, there's way too many insiders that would not fucking hesitate to pull the trigger on knowing that. Like, it would have to be like the Texans would have to tell Clowney, hey, go to so-and-so place. We don't have to watch you work out. We know, just send us send us tapes about your workouts, or we've been looking at your workouts. Go to such and such physician, get tested for COVID, and make sure you have nothing going on there, and then get you a physical at the same time. Like, that's the only way I see, like, insiders not knowing that this shit is going on. But, like, bro, for the most part, they've reported on everybody that came into the building to get tested, including Brandon Marshall, including another offensive lineman, right? So, yeah, I mean, maybe. But, I mean, that shit has been going on for a while. Like, people saying, oh, they're talking. Oh, they're talking. And it's funny because the moment that I do say it, when the time they were talking, oh, nah, he lying. Like, it's just hilarious, bro. Shit is funny. All right, let me see. Did I get a response already? Nope. Guy must be busy. Either that or he knows I'm on a live stream and he doesn't want to let you guys know because he hates you guys that much. But I'm going to let him know, bro. You can't hate on my subs because them boys are faithful. They come in here. I mean, no one knew about the Newton to the Patriots. The Newton to the Patriots was just a lot of theories early on. Like, there were a lot of people were saying, like, but the thing about Newton is they signed him before. Oh, let me think about it. No, they did bring him in and then they signed him. Nah, it ain't Aaron Wilson, bro. I confirmed with Aaron Wilson, but that's not the guy I have in there. To give yourself a chance. Thank you, Will Lock. Yeah, I don't think so either. I think, to be honest, it might be like a major contract. I don't know. Maybe it's Cunningham. Maybe they signed Cunningham. Maybe they kept Cunningham already, which would be great news because that's the guy you cannot let walk. They cannot let walk. COVID will go away if we have Joe Biden as president. I don't know about that. Joe Biden's yeah. Oh, go boy! Get off me! Joe Biden is that boy be smelling little girls' hair. So I don't know if you've seen those videos, but they're pretty fucking creepy. Boom! That boy Deshaun on fire, huh? On fire, fire. COVID will go away. That's funny. You support? Nah, I don't support Trump, bro. Politics is fucking ridiculously. Here's the thing, though. I think a lot of people, they go with the intention to want to make change, and they get in there, bro, and they don't realize that the people that really run the government are the people that give the money to people that run for these positions. You know, your lobbyists. So a lot of people don't know that, but it's the truth, bro. Those are the people. The people that whoever put whoever in the office, whoever funded whoever in the office, that person's agenda is the one that's getting put in place. Like, it's the truth. We traded our next 6 first rounders for Aaron Donald. Our next first shit. That'd be crazy. Bro, Aaron Donald with Ross Blacklock, imagine. That shit would be crazy, bro. Who cares about fucking JJ Watt leaving after that? Let's go. But I guess they kind of had a similar thing, right? Like the Rams, they had at one point they had Aaron Donald, and they had old boy from he used to play for the Lions. He got drafted by the Lions. What's his name? Dude, always kicking people on the ground. I forget his name, bro. But I mean, they were in the Super Bowl that year, but old boy didn't really do anything in the Super Bowl. Y'all remember who I'm talking about? Yo, tweet Aaron's response if you get one. I didn't tweet Aaron. I didn't message Aaron, Sam. Sue, there you go, Sue. So man, when they brought in Sue, like the Rams brought in Sue, I was like, bro, how are they gonna stop that? But I think Sue was a little too past his prime. Exactly, Rotux. We don't have money, bro. I mean, we got 16 mil, but are they gonna give Clowney 16 mil like all at once? They're gonna want to keep money for in the season happenings. You got to think about the second tier of opt-outs that exists. Yes, they got to produce. Yes, they got to produce evidence that someone in their family, you know, has some critical condition, whatever the case may be, or they have a critical condition and can't be around there or whatever. But there's still gonna be more opt-outs during the season. You're still not accounting for injuries. You're still not accounting for motherfuckers sucking like Aaron Colvin, who you had to cut and replace. So yeah, you definitely need to leave space. And honestly, 22 mil, I wouldn't say. You leave 16 mil for your season to do whatever you need to do during the season, you'll be in good standing. Which means, what? You're only allowed $6 million to spend. So that's a bunch of minimum contracts, to be honest. That's why I'm sure that's why my guy was like, "What do you consider major?" I'm gonna have to take this back to the house because time's out. Come on, David. Come on, David. Let's go. Come on, David. Hey. Oh, David, get it to the house. It's a flag, bro. Kenny Stills. Nah, I think Kenny's gonna play. The only thing that I think that's going on with Kenny right now, I think Kenny right now is dealing with a lot of stuff. I don't think it's just about football. And honestly, I think football for Kenny is starting to become like a second thing, like a, you know, to the back burner. Like, go, go. Go! Go! Oh, no, bro. Come on, Fuller. Heard Conley got it. Yeah, Conley passed his physical today and got activated from the PUP list, so that is great. But he said, and Bill will do some mid-season trade. I mean, he's not scared to do a mid-season trade if he needs something, like there's a big hole. But I don't know if you guys saw my bold prediction. I believe that the Texans are going to have a top 5 defense this year. Anyone in the chat with me? Any supporters on that theory in my chat? Let me know. Let me know. I would sing like Aaliyah, but you know I can't. There's no way. Shit. He said, "There's no way." Man, the thing about it is, I won't let nobody tell me there's no way unless you've watched the tape of what's his face's Rex Ryan's defense in the Bills and the Jets. Look at the first 2 years of those defenses. Now, I'm not saying that the defense is going to be top 5 as long as Anthony Weaver is ahead. I'm just saying that that shock that's going to happen, that change of play, change of scheme that's going to happen year 1 and year 2, bro. We're gonna break some records. We're gonna break a lot of records. One of my predictions is that the Texans are gonna break their own franchise record in sacks this year. It's gonna be so many sacks, bro. Oh, let's go, let's go. Should have picked up this guy right here from the fucking draft. Delpit. Not top 5, but they can step up like the Bucs defense. The Bucs defense wasn't bad. That's really high rating. Maybe if I knew more about the safety on the other side of Reed. I don't have faith in Murray. Here's the thing about Murray, though. Not only are they going to use Murray intertwined to be in the slot or come down in the box or cover and blitz, but the Texans' plans for defense is this, that they'll be able to press the quarterback so much that either the quarterback is throwing the ball away, he's throwing incompletions, or he's throwing picks. And if that's not happening, then TFLs are happening, fumbles are happening, and sacks are happening. So, yeah, man, I mean, look, if you really look at Rex Ryan's defense when he first got to the Jets and when he first got to the Bills, they got like what? I think the lowest sack number he ever had with either team throughout the entirety of him being there was like 35 sacks. And when you really study the year, I think it was the first year that Rex was with the Bills, they broke a franchise record in sacks because, bro, they were blitzing with everyone. Like, they were blitzing with the linebackers, with their DBs, with their safeties. Sometimes they were just blitzing with their regular front seven. Like, bro, it was something amazing to see. So, given the fact that you don't really have a lot of mobile quarterbacks right now, except you face what? You face week 1, Patrick Mahomes, week 2, Lamar Jackson, and then Cam Newton down the road. Who else do you have that's mobile? Like, you know, they're going to be sitting ducks back there. That's why I'm making that prediction. Like, I really think they're going to be sitting ducks back there. But anyways, yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to call it a stream because I know Saw Sports is going live here in the next 9 minutes. So you guys go check them out. Definitely, I think he's switching up the flavor today. Is what he had told us. So if you guys haven't had a chance to go see Saw Sports, go watch them, man. Excuse me. It's pretty good show to watch. The Titans they showed you how to beat the Ravens. I better not see Texas. Nah, I don't think we're ready for the Ravens, especially in week 2. No way. And they got fucking major weapons in this draft, like major weapons in the draft, bro. James Prochet from SMU. They got old boy Duvernay from Texas. Both slot receivers, speed receivers. So they got Patrick Queen and linebacker, bro. So it's gonna be hard for Deshaun Watson to even try to scramble. But yeah, man. Anyways, that is my spill. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. If you're watching and rewatching this, hit the comment below. Coming back with you guys another video. I think I've already said that if news break in crazy, it's a possibility that I'll stop breaking my cycle where I just do Friday through Monday videos, and I might just hit you guys with a video that day if something breaks crazy. But anyways, man, appreciate you guys coming through. Hey, you know what it is every day, baby. It is H-Town. Let's get it.